Okay, right here, I want to go over our six-man pressures. Okay, we have three calls here. One is called attack. That's where the mic and the whip are going through the A gaps. Okay, we have blast, where the mic and the whip are going through the B gaps. Okay, and then we have saw, where the star and the whip are going through the C gaps. Okay, we have two coverages behind this. One is hot, which is 2 under 3 deep, and one is man. Okay, so we'll go over all of that right now. Okay, so when we run attack hot, hot means that the corner, the field safety, and the other corner are each going to have deep thirds. Okay. Remember, when we are in cover 3, you are reading 2 to 1. Okay. And I'll just go over that real quick. Okay. If 2 is vertical, right, we have to divide and squeeze this route. Okay. Even if 1 is vertical, while 2 is vertical, we want to play that 60-40. Okay. If they throw this pass to the number 1, we're just going to zone turn, try to play through the hands. Okay. If this number 2 goes out or in, okay, now we know we only have one person out there. And so now we're man to man on this number 1. Okay. Similarly, if we get like some sort of a smash concept, okay, or if we get a 2 going vertical and this 1 is not vertical, you know that you can squeeze this route. Okay. You're basically, you're man to man on this number 2. Okay. For the safety, you're going to get in the middle of the field and you're reading 2 to 2. Okay. We want your vision to see the whole field, particularly 2 to 2. And you want a good vision on the quarterback. Okay. You're reading the quarterback's shoulders. So let's just say hypothetically that we get 2 verticals here. Okay. The safety, you would be here. You're just going to keep getting depth until you see this quarterback turn his shoulders. If his shoulders turn this way, then we start to break on this route. Okay. All right. Remember, in attack, okay, the whip is going to go first, cross the face of the center. Hopefully, the center goes with him. This guard should go with the nose, and then that leaves our mic to come through right here. Okay. All right, let's talk about the eyes players. Okay. Eyes, it's just what it sounds like. Okay. You are reading the eyes of the quarterback. Okay. So the moment the quarterback turns his shoulders and starts to throw the football, we also call that pull to pin. You are moving to the nearest threats. Okay. Your number 1 threat is this number 2. For the boundary safety, your number 1 threat is this number 2. Okay. So pre-snap with the cadence, you want to move into the whips position. So the boundary safety should be here. Okay. Remember, if the quarterback turns his shoulders this way to throw, you are moving to this threat. The backside star is moving to the hole. Okay. The reason why the number 2 is your number 1 threat is because we're trying to protect this space right here. Okay. This space back here is being protected by the corner. Okay. So we're trying to protect this space right in here. Okay. So, and you can recognize the routes, right? So if this number 1 goes vertical, we know the corner is going to take that. But if this guy runs like a little comeback route and the quarterback turns this way, you can break on that route immediately. Okay. But similarly, okay, if you have really good awareness, if this number 1 is gone, okay, and let's say we get a shark route here, Okay, you can start to move to this pretty quickly. Why? Because there's no other threats out here. Especially even if the A is out here for whatever reason, that's you're covering two guys in one spot. Okay. Same thing on the backside with the boundary safety. You can be even more aggressive because you don't have the running back to worry about. So if this number one goes vertical, okay, and we get like an out route right here, okay, you can start moving on that so that the boundary safety would actually be here. You can start moving on that pretty quickly, okay, keeping your eyes on the quarterback. All right. All right, so let's go into trips. Okay, remember in trips, we have deep third, we have deep third, we have deep third. This corner is like man to man, okay, because there's nothing else going on out here. So what do we want to protect? We want to protect this area right here with our eyes players, okay? That's the area that we want to protect. So the star in the pre-step cadence, you're going to move really like almost somewhere in between the 2 and the 3, but leaning towards the number 3. And then the boundary safety, you want to move all the way into this position right here. Okay. Because the threats are going to be coming from here or man to man out here. Okay. And then you just want to read eyes. Okay. So and on this position, the boundary safety, you can even cheat a little bit more to like right here if you want to. Okay. Depending on what we're seeing. Okay, because remember they have 1, 2, 3, 4 receivers. Okay, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. Okay, so the star, you're really concerned with this vulnerable area, and then the boundary safety, you're really concerned with this vulnerable area. Okay. All right. So now we can run attack man. Okay, and all this means is attack just means we're running this blitz, okay? And man just means the corners is going to be man to man on the number 1, the star on the number 2. The field safety is going to take the running back. The boundary safety is going to take the number 2. And the corner is going to take the number 1, okay? Key things here, guys. If this guy goes in motion, the corner you got to follow, okay? Like you are locked on that guy. So let's say that they motion this Y over here pre-snap, boundary safety, you have to go with him, and you're still man-to-man on that Y. Okay. All right, so that's all man is. Man should be pretty easy. Remember, this field safety, you can play this wherever you want, okay, but you're responsible for the running back. So if you get fast out by the running back, you need to be in a position where you can go get that. Okay. Field safety, if the running back stays in the block, you're just reading the eyes of the quarterback. We're sending 6. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to block. So we're going to hopefully get some sort of quick throw. And if you can be occupying this space and break on a ball, we're in a good position to make an interception. Okay. We're just showing attack man, trip strong. Okay. We're just man to man across the board. Okay. And remember, if anyone goes in motion, say this guy goes in motion, the star, you got to go with him and you're still man. Okay. Nothing else changes. Okay. Same thing with blast. Okay. Remember with blast, we're attacking the B gaps. And then remember what we said in 2x2 split, our eyes defenders, we are mostly concerned with the number 2. Okay. So put yourself in a position to cover the number 2. All right. We're going to have deep thirds, deep thirds, deep thirds. And the star, you really want to focus on protecting this area. And the boundary safety, you really want to focus on protecting this area. Okay. But remember, we are reading the eyes of the quarterback. So wherever he turns, that's where we're going. But we have to have awareness of where the number two is. Okay, same thing as last. Blast, trip strong, right? So the boundary safety is coming in. The star is going to start to divide this 2 and 3, and then we're just deep thirds. Same thing here with saw hot. Biggest thing that I want to see here is the mic. Okay, I want you to start pre-snap with the cadence, start moving out. Okay, out here. Okay, we're pretty sure that nothing is going to get through here because we have all gaps accounted for. Okay, so we want you to start moving out, either pre-snap, moving out to this number 2, or just have awareness that if you get a pass read, you got to start moving out there because that's probably where the ball's going. Okay, because this boundary safety is going to be up in this position, in a good position on the number 2. Okay. All right, this is saw hot, trip strong again. Oh, trip strong, yeah. So remember, same thing. Oh, okay. Now, remember, we can go blast man, right? Blast man, where the corner's number, the corner's man on number 1. The stars, yeah, let's talk about this, right? So in this situation, the field safety would be man on number 2, and the mic would be man on the running back. Okay. The boundary safety would be man on the number 2, and the corner would be man on number 1. Okay. That's why I wanted to go over that. Saw hot is just a little bit different. Okay. Bait or blast man is the same here. Okay. So we're going to get man, man. This is responsible for the running back. We're going to get man, and we're going to get man. Okay. All right. So that is attack hot, or that is hot and man coverages behind attack, blast, and saw. Okay. Biggest thing to remember here, guys, is we're setting a 6-man pressure. Okay. So we have to expect quick game, right? And we have to force that quarterback to make a good throw.